have hopeful aspirations for PragerU. How to embrace your masculinity. Chat, we're going to learn how to be men. I'm going to learn how to be a man. And so will all of you. This is PragerU Kids. Excuse me, PragerU Kids? Doing how to embrace your masculinity. Now, I can't tweet. I can't tweet at the moment because I called Christians and Muslims with child brides pedos, which is true. But if I could tweet, I would simply take a screenshot of this and say grooming ? They only have 469 views. I guess that's good. That's fucking pathetic. How to embrace your masculinity by PragerU. Let's see what they're telling the kids. By the way, my advice to the kids trying to embrace their masculinity is I wouldn't give them advice on that. I want you to be whoever you are, okay? I don't want you to try to embrace a thing that I have prescriptions for, okay? If you want opinions on stuff, I can give them to you. But I mean, you really just the answer is you got to find your own way. Okay.
What comes to mind when you think of the word masculinity? Do you think of this?
I can feel the testosterone running through my veins.
Turn you down a little bit, boy. This is too loud, dude.
Or this?
Got our boy in here with a little fucking fake red mustache. The fake red mustaches, these are masculinities. Wow, he's wet. He's very wet.
Masculinity is not about having the biggest muscles or the best mustache. And despite what some confused people think, masculinity is not toxic.
Masculinity is not toxic. That's correct. There is, however, toxic masculinity, which is this is an adjective right here. I believe in the biz they say that I believe this is an adjective. Describes a noun. Masculinity being the noun. Yeah, sometimes masculinity can be toxic. I think you would agree. Like. I'm gonna be a little toxically masculine right now. What decisions are we making? Are we a fuckboy or are we divorced? Like he's divorced from the fucking eyebrows down and he's a fuckboy from the eyebrows up. Make a decision, pick a lane. He's also got the jean jacket and maybe that's the look. Maybe he's like, am I divorced or am I a fuckboy? Am I divorced because I'm a fuckboy or did I get divorced and then get the haircut? Anyway, that's my toxic masculinity for the moment. But not really. I was just shaming your fashion decisions. But you can shame mine. I'm pretty basic. It's fine. I can take it. I like your glasses, though.
Due to a shortage of beef jerky and TV dinners, we are on the verge of an economic collapse. And it's all due to toxic masculinity. Story 11.
Wow, I bet kids are just eating this up. Or like, wow, this is really good. So, Spider-Man Elsa videos next.
Being a man isn't something to be ashamed of. So embrace your masculinity.
It took
Embrace your They're not explaining anything to kids. Holy shit. There's no way they could even possibly brainwash a kid. This is more confusing than a SpongeBob episode you walked in on. Like, this is worse than that. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're just sort of vaguely gesturing at the conversation of gender.
masculinity to defeat Nazi Germany in World War II. It took
Do they give a they don't know who fucking Nazi Germany is, bro. They don't know why that's bad. You're 30. That's why you have context for that. Why are you making this content for children?
It has the juice.
A woman with a mustache, PragerU's gone woke. That's true.
Masculinity to mine coal and keep America's homes warm. And it takes masculinity to have a solid family and a strong...
Okay, hold on. This feels like liberal bait. Putting the white guy in the coal so that you might be like, ah. You know what I mean? This feels like something that they would do to think that they could trigger someone, and that triggers me. Doesn't. Not really. You know what I'm saying, though? This feels like bait.
And it takes masculinity to have a solid family and a strong country today.
So grow up and be a man.
Yeah, be a man, not a little mouse.
Today, we give you 4 tips on how to embrace your masculinity.
Okay, this is fucking cringe, by the way. Why are we telling kids how to do this? I wouldn't make this content. Because I don't give a fuck if kids have masculinity or not. Who gives a shit? Isn't this a natural thing that will sort itself out? Isn't this the argument? I thought it was like natural that men will seek manliness. That's how they want to live. Well, then okay. Then I'm going to fucking pretty hands off this shit. Unless they have a question. Like, let's say a 4-year-old waddles up to me with their little 4-year-old gait. They waddle up to me. Probably more like a 3-year-old, but waddles up nonetheless. They got poopy diapers. They're late bloomer. Hey, Pops! My kid is in the street gang, The Sharks, from that one movie. Hey, Pops! What's masculinity about? I'd be like, why are you asking me that? You're a toddler. And then they'd be like, well, I'm really smart for my age because your brain's so big, Pops. And I'd be like, that's true. And then, so I'd be in sort of like a who's talking now situation. Look who's talking now. Anyway, the point is, I wouldn't tell my fucking children about masculinity. It's not important. Like, if you have questions about masculinity, masculinity is a conversation we can have. But the way I would describe masculinity is a word that some people use to describe men or things that they associate with men. But it's not necessarily true, right? Like you could easily see a cis woman with exactly this visage. You know what I mean? Probably without the goatee. But not necessarily. Probably, though. And nothing would change. Like, your masculinity is hanging on by a thread, my brother, by your own standards. Just because you're in front of a green screen that depicts a tool belt or tool shelf, a workshop, doesn't mean you're in one. How to embrace your masculinity.
Number 1, be independent, financially and mentally.
Goddamn, PragerU selling 4-year-olds financial independence and mental toughness. God, they want your kids in the mines fucking soon. These kids are out here playing baseball and learning to share. They're going to be gay. Put them in the fucking mines where it'll be way too dark to have any sort of sexual awakening. Way too fucking dark. It'll be way too dark for them to forge friendships when they're in the mines getting the coal that we need to keep lights on in America. We have no alternatives to this. We have no other way to live. We need laborers. Please be a laborer. Please, says the ruling class. Learn to be a laborer from an early age. Yes. Laboring is virtuous, you see. Aha! You know what's virtuous? Doing whatever the fuck you want. That's fucking virtue. Be a hedonist, chat. Do it. As much as you can, obviously.
Every teenage boy has a vision of being independent.
Yeah, simply just do it, though.
It usually looks something like this.
I'm sick of people telling me what to do. I'm sick of the lectures. I'm sick of the rules. And I'm sick of this house.
What are the kids saying now? No riz? Ah, yes. I think you have no riz, sir. What a mad lad. Look at him fucking go, dude. Knocking all over all sorts of shit.
Obviously, the desire to be independent is strong. It's just coming out in an angsty, immature way. Real masculinity.
Why is this your spokesperson? No offense. Really annoying to listen to. No offense.
Is about becoming independent in a healthy way. It means becoming a strong person who's able to think for yourself and take responsibility for your life.
Yep, I would agree. So stop counting on God or Jesus to sort your fucking issues out, you weirdos. Quit praying. Take responsibility for your own life because it's literally the only life you got, and you should acknowledge that reality exists. Oh, wait.
Because let's face it, it's a lot easier to shirk responsibility, mooch off of others, and cling to codependent relationships.
Cling to codependent relationships. How are kids supposed to fucking hang into this conversation, bro? This would be something that I would be disgusted at if they had any competence whatsoever.
But that's not being a man.
Femininity is the opposite of this. That's right. The opposite of this is a woman.
That's being a wuss. So here are some quick tips for how to
Do
be
you see how much they associate masculinity with just like
relationships? But that's not being a
expression?
man.
Don't you see how much they tie it directly to expression? I didn't get any of these people's fucking chromosomes. Show me dick. If you're a transphobe, you have to show me your fucking cock every single time from now on. Or I'm going to assume. I'm transvestigating every single one of the bigots. Show hang hog. Show dick. Or you have a pussy and you're a woman. That's how it works, right? Show dick or pussy. That's a double entendre. Dr. Gandel, I mooched off my parents not because I wanted to, it's because the economy is fucked up by people like you. True! Damn, Jake Gayark. Look, it's not gay to want to see dicks.
That's being a wuss. So here are some quick tips for how to become
not.
independent the right way. Think about your future and make a plan to get where you want to be. Set
smart goals. You're 5 years old. After we watch Paw Patrol, I want you to put together a retirement plan, Timmy. All right, I understand that you have a hard time even understanding the concept of don't take your eye off the ball, but also I would like to see your 5-year plan in MLA format by the end of the day. Thank you. I want 1,000 words on the topic. McPlatypus. Take off Denham's goatee picture. Wait. Take off Denham's goatee and picture them on stage at the Vagina Monologues? Are you calling this person Denham's, not streamer friend of the show Denham's? Friend of the show Denham's? Or this guy with denim?
I hope you guys have a fantastic
Yes,
day.
this guy with denim. Okay. Sinosaurus, 16 months. Thank you so much. It's only been 16 months. I feel like you've been here longer. Thank you so much for hanging out. Welcome back.
short-term and long-term career goals. Don't sit around and waste your mind with endless video games and social media. Develop yourself as a person. and
Don't
never-
play video games, children who are only watching this ad because they're watching this because they got clickholed by a Fortnite Nazi.
Never stop growing. Figure out what you believe and stand by it.
Figure out what you believe and stand by it. You're 5. Never change your opinion. Only pussies learn and change. Only cowards have the courage to grow and change their opinions as they realize that they didn't know fucking everything because their world was small. And the world is actually so much larger than what you could possibly imagine. You couldn't possibly take in all the context if you wanted to, but try, be deeply curious and try, genuinely. Have you ever tried to be curious about stuff, chat? Have you ever just sat around and thought, I wonder what this is like. I wonder why lighters work. And then just fucking look up what lighters do. You ever wondered why fans have the set? That's how I got clickhold recently. You see that video that came out? The fan video? Crack the code. Why do fans go from off to high instead of from off to low? It's on account of the torque of the motor. It's hard to get those things. You gotta kick them up real fast and make sure they keep going, and then you can turn them down because of the way that the electromagnetic fields work inside the electric motor. There you go. Answer the question. I find most conservatives to be deeply uncurious people.
Don't be spineless about your convictions.
Don't be spineless, or have a spine. Have enough of a spine to intellectually engage with someone you disagree with without being a whiny fucking bitch. PragerU. Anybody? Any conservatives ready? Dude, do you think someday I'll have a good, productive conversation with just a regular conservative guy?
And don't let other people think for you or pressure you into their beliefs.
The earth is flat. Also, don't drink skim milk.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Use your own brain, your own judgment, educate yourself, and form your own convictions. Use critical thinking skills, and learn how to have a healthy relationship with your authorities.
Oh, we're on some cuck bullshit, huh? Learn how to have a healthy relationship with your authorities. Just sneaking that. Critical think, but also your authorities are authorities for a reason. Don't fucking question them. Critically think, but also capitulate to the people with the money. You fucking slimy little worm. Oh my God. I can't imagine fucking posting this with any sort. You say have a spine and then immediately say, and by the way, don't anger daddy. Fucking spineless little slug boy. Good God. Spineless. Hey, chat. You could apologize to me, though. If you don't anger daddy, chat. Are you subscribed? Don't anger daddy. Subscribe immediately. Thank you, McPlatypus, for sating my rage with 50 biddies. Conservative critical thinking. Think about something you don't understand until your anger reaches critical mass. True. Imagine putting healthy relationships with authority after telling people to think for themselves. You're not subbed. Oh, no. Madeline, NB Vixen. Oh, just a cascade of cobless behavior. I can't believe it.
This means being respectful, but still willing to...
Yeah, the stream started with a very early hype train. In fact, the cooldown is gone now, but they started literally 5 minutes into the stream.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
They did their best. Daughter of Tiamat actually #1 for the moment. Mr. Whiskers, thanks so much for getting one to the MB Vixen. Doodleburb, thanks for getting one to Matt. Dude, it works so fast. Look at these two going hard so fast. Thank you so much, both of you. Always in here with the support. Is my leaderboard gonna update so I can see my subscriber leaderboard? Nope. Okay. Cool, dope. I feel like Doodleburb has 6 at least. Anyway.
Share your own ideas. And
Enemy XP, thanks for following, dude.
Stand up for yourself when needed. Well, it looks like I'm going to need you to work Sunday.
Wait, is Doodleburbs the one that fucks up, though, from time to time?
Here on out.
It has to do.
I refuse to respect someone just because they're in charge. That's why we have democracy. Oh, yeah. I saw a tweet today. Was it Matt Walsh? No. It was Peter Boghossian. Peter Boghossian. What did he say? I'm trying to find it. I'm banned on Twitter. Oh, it was... I'll show you the screenshot real quick. It was... You see what I'm saying right there? Is the... Jean-Pierre said... talking about the cabinet is majority people of color. Cabinet's majority female. And its majority senior staff identify as female. For the first time in history... in this administration. So that's pretty cool. And then Peter Boghossian said, it's a remarkable coincidence that the most qualified individuals happen to have come from underrepresented groups. Underrepresented groups. When Peter Boghossian hears the word representative democracy, what does he hear in his head? What does he actually hear? Representative democracy. It should represent people. We are not looking... This may come as a surprise to you. While we do want competence in our government, obviously there's no fucking telling who gets through the gates. Right? I don't necessarily want career politicians that know how to game the system. I kind of would love a situation where you don't let politicians into the system and you only let normies in. I think that would be the way to true equality. Because it only serves like bureaucracy and aristocracy right now. Yeah, it's representative, so they made some corrections to better represent the country. Most people are actually ladies. 51%? That's most of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't work Sundays because we agreed to that when I took the job.
And don't shy away from...
I can't work Sundays because we agreed to that when I started the job. That's a bad thing. Don't advocate for yourself in your own work situation. Cucks! You're all little babies and you don't like liberty. You like having a fucking king. You're little babies to me. You do not like freedom. You're not Americans to me. These are slugs. These are slug babies, dude. Jesus Christ. Advocate for yourself. Never give the bosses a fucking inch. They take a mile and more. They'll take your fucking life. Take everything. They will give you every opportunity to hand yourself to them. They want your body. They want your time. Like, literally think about work. It's quite literally time of your life that you are forced to spend toiling, not for your own benefit, but to survive. Toiling. If it was for your benefit, you would share in the profit.
From expressing yourself. Don't let insecurity make you shy away from who you are. It's okay to be a little weird, you know? Maybe you want to take a cooking class, but you're afraid your football team will make fun of you. So what? Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Don't be afraid to be yourself unless you're a fucking gay. What are you with the alphabets? Don't be that yourself. Don't be that. Because then you're just one of those confused people they were talking about earlier, you know? We work to earn the right to work, to earn the right to work, to earn the right to... Oh, God, yeah, true.
Number 2, be strong.
Be
Deep
strong.
down, every man wants to be strong.
Every man wants to be strong. I don't think that's true on account of some people don't give a shit about that. I gotta take my pants off, chat. It's gotta happen. I gotta take them off. You can't see nothing. Even if my ding-dong fell out. Did Sarah turn off the heat? It's warm in here. All right. My ding-dong didn't fall out. My pants are off, though. I have my shorts on, though, so it doesn't matter. It's just too hot in here, dude. Whew. It has nothing to do with the men doing physical activity on the screen, all right?
And it can go too far. But the desire to be strong is a good thing. Sometimes life requires you to be strong, whether it's protecting your loved ones or moving a couch. Having strength when you need it is satisfying and useful.
It is, and you don't have to do it. You can. It's definitely a way to live. It's not specific to masculinity, however. Lots of strong people aren't masculine. Your pants were already off. Ooh.
Just don't let it go to your head. Taking on stupid dares and trying to prove how strong you are just makes you look insecure. And being too eager to get into a fight makes you look like an idiot. So don't.
I don't like the way you just looked at me. Yeah, let's go, little man. You want to fight? Yeah.
I thought you said toxic masculinity wasn't a thing. They've several times described things that we would also describe as toxic traits in masculinity and told you not to do them without agreeing that they're toxic traits of masculinity. You're literally describing them. Thank you.
You want to fight? Yeah.
Use your strength in useful ways like manual labor, self-defense, or saving the damsel in distress.
Lots of very attractive muscular women can kick your ass. Oh, I'm sure they're so grateful for the opportunity. Actually, that's part of it, right? You worm. Meanwhile, I'm on the other side. Look, lots of very attractive, it doesn't necessarily have to be muscular, women can, don't even let me kick their ass. Let me slap it. Anyway, I can't talk about that. Let me slap it.
I'll save you.
Okay, but if that guy is taught to be physically strong too, can't he beat up both of these people and take both your purses?
Number 3, fight your fears and be courageous when challenged. Every boy has a hero.
All of this is applicable to literally every person, irrespective of their gender. I don't know why this is.
Whether it's Superman or a football star. And it's a really strong source of inspiration. The people you look up to as heroes are the people you try to be like.
Who looks up to fucking Superman, dude? Does anyone look up to Superman? Or ever has? I've never considered Superman as like a role model. I wasn't born in the 40s, though. So that just maybe is my thing.
But that means you have to choose your heroes carefully. Having this guy as a hero...
Stop speeding, everybody! Stop speeding!
...will lead to a very different place than this guy.
Our ancestors made a fair deal with these natives. And they said, you know what? In exchange for your peaceful pipes and your land, we'll give you smallpox.
One thing that
they did do that. That is a thing. They sort of did trade smallpox to the native populations. Who is that supposed to be, like Colbert?
We'll give you
The woke show? It's got to be Colbert.
smallpox.
One thing.
I guess. Okay. Sure. Leno? No, Leno's got the chin. Didn't it get burned off though?
Thing that good heroes have in common is that they don't walk away from challenges. They're confident and they overcome obstacles with determination and grit.
Yeah, I mean, these are fine qualities to have. Determination, grit, stick-to-itiveness, trying hard at things. It's great. It's also okay to fail.
They don't give up when things get tough,
Say it.
and they don't let disappointment defeat them. These are all things we can learn from heroes and do in our own lives. Even if you can't fly,
Play fucking, I don't know, Super Smash Bros. Play competitive games for 2 seconds. Actually, don't. Those boys don't know how to deal with any sort of fucking conflict. Play sports, honestly. Sports will humble you, I think.
there's still a lot to learn from Superman.
Number 4, be a gentleman. Masculinity isn't all about being rough and tumble like John Wayne in the wild prairies.
Oh, would that be toxic?
It means knowing how to act appropriately for the occasion. This is called being a gentleman. For example, when it comes to women, a gentleman is strong, respectful, and gentle at the same time.
Sure.
Carry yourself with confidence. Don't be a noodle. But don't get too big for your britches and act like a jerk.
Hey, you should feel my shirt. It's made of boyfriend material.
If there's a girl you have feelings for, don't be afraid to ask her out. Give her a compliment and make your move before you miss your opportunity.
This is weird shit. No. Don't just fucking... All right. How to pick up chicks 101. Stop trying to pick up chicks, IMO. I mean, okay, so there's two ways to do it. If you are a person who is looking to hook up, it's super easy. Pick up an app, you'll fuck. I promise. You'll probably fuck. If you're personable, in the least. Even sometimes it doesn't even fucking matter. Although apparently, I don't live in a huge city, but apparently the cities are just hell for dating. I don't know anything about that. I prefer not to try so damn hard. If there's an attraction I share with somebody, then it happens. And that's really how it works. And that's how it's always worked for me. I'm not so pressed about it. And that is refreshing. I promise you. Just don't be so pressed about it. It'll happen. If you're like, put yourself out there. Like, you don't be hitting on fucking just random people. If you have rapport with somebody, you can flirt. You know what I mean? Flirt with somebody. That's cool. And rapport might be really quick, too. It might be like, oh, fucking 15 seconds and we're just clicking. That's fine. We're both on the same wavelength. That's cool. And sometimes it's like, you know, you're friends for a while and then it becomes like a shared attraction. Or maybe it doesn't. You can be platonic as well. Open yourself up to the idea that all your relationships could be platonic and start as a baseline. And I promise you'll live happier. Because it's like, it's so weird to have expectations out of other people to view you in a certain way. And I've not had many unrequited crushes in my life because I usually have a pretty good idea of reciprocity. But I have absolutely not understood when people were flirting with me before, and not reciprocated on my end. So sometimes they're not reciprocating because they don't fucking know. I don't know how to tell someone to tune a conversation, but I do think you need to allow yourself to be rejected, although that's not really how my experience has gone, because, you know, if you're not just trying to fucking fuck every single person you run across, you'll find you make quality decisions. Hopefully I made mistakes, quality decisions toward people, or at least informed ones, like, you know what you're getting yourself into. I've done that. I've been like, okay, we can do this. Failed. Give examples of flirting. Yeah, sure. Just that. Right there. That's what flirting is.
Just remember, whether it's your girlfriend or not, treat women with respect. Open the door and offer to carry things.
You mind if I get that for you?
Thank you.
No, don't want you to interact with me, to be totally honest. No, don't impose yourself on people. If you see someone struggling, you can totally offer to help. You can absolutely offer to help from afar if you feel the need, if you feel like you have rapport with somebody, or if you're just trying to be nice, that's totally fine. But, like, don't just throw yourself at people and, like, I don't know, it can be weird. I hold the door open for people, but it's not gendered. If someone's walking behind me, I hold the door open. It's not like a 6 ads this time. Robert ad set, you deserve better than that. Let me help you. Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm not trying to help people unless they're struggling. Hello. I did help the a DoorDasher get unstuck today, though. I'm a hero. Blizzard outside, unstuck.
Of course.
It's classy, and it's also a great opportunity to show respect.
Not every positive interaction you have with a femoid is one step towards fucking them. FYI.
And be generous.
You're high? Let's fucking go. I'll smoke one with you. Let's go. Smoke check.
And when you're eating, mind your manners. Don't be a slob. And no weird scratching or bodily noises.
No weird scratching or body noises. Weird scratching or body noises. Yeah, if you're a person that makes a lot of body noises, some people won't be into that because everybody else has autism too. Okay, but sometimes if you got some shit going on. Our bodies make noises, bro. It's okay to live. It's just like, try to be mindful of like, are you a person that slaps your fucking mouth? Consider that. It could be annoying for people. Are you a person that it smells bad? Consider that. It could be annoying for people. Are you a person that isn't interested in interacting with other human beings? You just want to impress yourself on them instead of engaging with conversations with them? You're doing it wrong. The best thing I can tell you, honestly, no bullshit. I think I finally...
It's cool.
This is kind of for life in general. AH6991. Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Be aware. Close, James DM. At least what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of on the money here. Much like just life in general, be curious. Just be curious about stuff. Engage in people, and that's it. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Genuinely be who you are, and you're probably pretty likable. Seriously. And anything that's not likable about you is either just not a personality fit with the other person, which is totally fine, because you don't have to like them either. Or maybe you do have maybe you're a little fucking weirdo, and sometimes you find out you're a weirdo. That's okay. We're all weirdos. We're all trying to figure out this shit. You know, to be perfect, no big deal. So you're a weirdo once. Just as long as you're not hurting anybody and being a weirdo. I mean weirdo like you said something awkward, now it's awkward. Whoops, fumbled the bag on this one. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Allow yourself to make mistakes. And for people who don't have a lot of relationships, which I don't have a lot of relationships, but I've been in many long-term relationships. That makes sense. I'm not a serial. I don't have a lot of hookups, but it happens. But I'm a person that likes to forge relationships with people, and I find you get drummers scream at guys who cook better than you. Yeah. Happens, of course, yeah. Sarah and I are open. I have had much better relationships since embracing my inner goblin. I think just being who you are is going to attract the people you want to be around. Just think about that. You only have one chance to socialize with human beings in your life, right? During your lifespan, that's all we got. So, knowing that, and also understanding, I've tried to tell people this before, it doesn't usually help them, but this is the truth. Every single room I'm in, everybody else feels way more nervous than me. So that means everybody's nervous. You're not a weirdo. It's pretty normal to be nervous. In fact, I'm the weirdo. Most people are somewhat nervous in a room, minimum. And I'm always like really comfortable in social situations. I don't know why. It's just a thing I have, I guess. Greater than 0. Oh, you're scary, Jake. Wait, why is that scary? Yeah. Because I'm just so socially aware and adept. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually have a lot of problems with that. I guess I would if it wasn't like a space of people that I've fucked with, like a church. It would be a little more quiet from me. But that's only because like I'm in their space. As much as I'm an atheist, and I am an atheist, and I think they're wacky, I'm not trying to fuck up their day or anything. They're not doing anything. Unless they're on some bullshit. If they start saying some bullshit, I'll say some stuff. I've done that before. I've been in churches and fucking argued with people. Specifically at a Bible study that I was forced to go to play church basketball with my friends. Anyway. I asked him some questions, and he said, that's just the way it is. And I said, that's not a good answer. And he got mad at me, and I got kicked off the team.
Well, this has been lovely.
Look, if you want to go to church to make grandma happy, I don't give a shit. Like, it's no big deal. If you believe some of that shit, I don't really care. But I mean, I'm never going to think that it makes you a better person because it doesn't. I mean, just as true. Did you debate Lord or Youth? I have debated. I mean, I've had conversations with people I disagree with. I've had Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, which didn't last long. And that guy wasn't a youth pastor. He was just a pastor. He did Bible study for the community at a Lutheran church. And I played basketball with a few of my friends were on the team. I played basketball with them all the time. And they were like, you should come play basketball with us. We're like, yeah, let's do it. That drip is whack. Yeah, that's what it is. You can't be disheveled. They're eating chicken and waffles, I think.
Same time next week.
Try to be considerate and patient. Realize that men and women are very different, and sometimes it's hard to understand the opposite gender. It can be frustrating.
You know, I really don't like it when you make those noises.
What is with you women? You're so complicated.
Just don't let your frustration get the best of you.
Frustration? Why would that be frustrating? They're not even addressing that you shouldn't be frustrated by this. They're like, oh yeah, you're definitely going to be frustrated by women who just say, hey, you should make changes because you're a bad person. you're less good than you could be. Here's a change you should make. You don't have to get fucking weird about it. Sometimes it's valid. Sometimes it's bullshit. Remember when Jake was talking about not being weird? So I think specifically when I say don't be weird, it's antisocial behaviors is obviously what I mean, number one. But I think number two is don't be fake. Don't be a fake ass. Most people are weird because they're fucking lying about who they are. They're not just being who they are around people. And they're all fucking cap, and you can just sense it. Everybody can sense it around you if you're lying about yourself. Everybody. So just never be that. Just be genuinely who you are because you're dope. Just be you. It takes no fucking effort to be yourself. I don't know how that got instilled in me. I definitely did not have that growing up. Like, no one told me that shit. I wish I could tell you what it was. Just be you. Most of you come across as like pretty damn genuine though. So I think this chat's a good place. Well, that's role play, James. That's totally different. You can role play. Sometimes, there you go. Do some eyes wide shut shit.
Realize that her being different than you is a good thing. So just relax.
Maybe you're not dope, and that's something you work on. That's right.
And try to learn every opportunity you can.
I was definitely not dope
this applies
before.
To everyone around you, especially your loved ones. Be strong, but keep your strength under control. If you ever need an outlet for frustration, don't take it out on your loved ones. Go work out or play some sports and burn off the energy in a way that doesn't hurt others.
Go to therapy.
And once you've burned off that energy, you can go be pleasant and love on the people around you.
In conclusion, masculinity is not about all this.
You should also talk to people you have conflict with. Genuinely talk to people you have conflict with. In a way that you make sure you're not saying emotional shit. This is why I've had this conversation before, and at first it comes off as cold. Don't have arguments when you're crying and shit, if you can help it. Sometimes they're urgent, you do it, but like, or you just gotta get off your chest. It happens, but like, we're not perfect. But if you can help it, no fucking crying and shit while you're having an argument. Like, let it out. It's not bad to cry or anything. If you're frustrated or you're sad or someone hurt you or whatever, That's all good. But having the argument while you're having those feelings is probably not going to be conducive. Have a conversation when you can articulate yourself in a way that you aren't taking cheap shots. You aren't trying to just hurt the other person's feelings. You're trying to like understand their point of view and have them understand yours. That's the point. And that's something that I've had not great my whole life, but very good relative to my peers, apparently. I am not easy to fight with. Surprise. It's not easy to fucking fight with me. Not only am I witty and charming, but I'm not fucking wrong. But if I am wrong, you got to convince me I'm wrong, right? So, like, let's have that conversation, because if I'm wrong, I want to know why. Or, we're more likely, almost is always the case, if you're having a genuine disagreement with someone you love and respect, you're likely probably just both wrong. You misunderstood each other. So that's why you need to talk to each other. A lot of people let little shit boil, and I am not like that. Don't do that. This is my we're interspersing, if you can tell, my actual how to embrace your masculinity along the way, which is just life advice for anyone, irrespective of your gender. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or not. This applies to you. Has nothing to do with anything else. Really try to hear the other person out. It can be hard to do, especially when you feel petty, especially when you're feeling petty, and we all get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm a witty guy. Sometimes I got a fucking thing will get in my head, and you gotta whoa boy, and we'll get onto a canter instead of a gallop for a moment, get some horsepower out of here, and relax a bit. So, I mean, sometimes, you feel petty for lots of reasons, and we're all valid for, you feel away, but sometimes people don't deserve your bullshit. Sometimes you're on some bullshit, and you got to check yourself. I've been on bullshit. So, it's easy. It's easy. You cry all the time. Well, I hope you're crying because you're just in tune with your shit, and not because you're just having a really bad go of it. But if you are, it's not bad to cry. It's bad that you're made to cry, but crying, the act of crying, I think, is cathartic. I don't know why we do it necessarily. It obviously our brains cannot handle too much of whatever is going on when we are very upset. But the hormones are hard to control. Yeah. You want to see petty? I be petty. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So try not to be petty when it won't serve you. Sometimes people have just fucked up, and like, who gives a shit? But like, those got to be people that like genuinely put you through the ringer, man, and that don't have One last thing before we finish this video. Someone probably has a genuine gripe with you from time to time. Ask them questions and don't take it personal. Let them just talk, and expect the same from them. Let you just talk. If you can get that with somebody, keep it. I'm telling you. Even if it takes a little time, you might have to, start the wheels on those conversations every once in a while. It might boil for a second, but just try to keep an open dialogue, and it's much better.
Stereotypical things. It's about having character, respect, and strength on the inside and out. So let's recap how to embrace your masculinity. Number 1, be independent financially and mentally.
Keep in mind, this is fucking Prager Kids U. They have 469 views. They don't have any comments. Like, what child is watching this fucking program?
Number 2, be strong and use your strength for good. Number 3, fight your fears and be courageous when challenged. And number 4, be a gentleman and control your strength.
Thank you for watching this how-to video for PragerU. We hope you learned something new, and we'll see you next time.
Cool. PragerU's lame. I'm glad no one's fucking watching this. 469 views. I think we're 470 now. Nope. 518 now. Oh, man. I don't think we're at any risk of that getting viral. No kids are going to watch that shit.